to 128, the house that Norah decorated. Come in. After you.
Episode 8, storage in cupboard.
Carnival! That's the name of this fabric. Carnival. And there's yards of it. Hello. Right the way through the stone-walled sitting room, including this door, which goes through this cupboard en route to the garage. The paint here is 2 parts cashew to 1 part spice. It's written here. That's all the decorating information I've got for you this week, though I'm afraid it's a small room. I haven't been very organised, you know. Unlike my mum. Have a look at this. Filing. Will, death and funeral information, medical stuff, general and personal. My mother, by inclination and profession, was an infant school teacher, and her mission in life was to clarify and simplify. Here's a note that she wrote at the 2nd of July 1949, just after she'd met my dad. I hereby resolve that when I am married, I will try, and then there's a list of resolutions, the last one of which is, I will try to keep things in appropriate places. Oh, who said romance was dead, eh? Well, we got appropriate places galore. Look at the labelling in the garage.
I can write stuff on bits of cardboard all I want. In a supersized 120 points on serif font. Clarity is a teacher's friend. A simple script is better. And a 5-year-old can comprehend a cursive joined up letter. Because I'm able to write a label. Oh, I'm able to clarify. 'Cause I got felt pens on my table. Yes, why I'm able to write a label. Let me tell you all about it, let me tell you all about the labels. I'm able to clarify, 'cause I got felt pens on my table. Able, kick candles out and sticky paper label. I'm able to clarify. Satisfy. You know what I mean, and you know what I'm talking about. Label.
A place for everything and everything in its place. There are photo albums labelled and numbered and lettered. There are scrapbooks of people's lives. My Auntie Nellie, my gran, my dad, me. There's a box of things here that my mum could not bear to throw away, and I know that because it says on it, things that I cannot bear to throw away, and she couldn't. Nothing, not even the dark stuff. It had to be somehow kept. Here's something I found. In the scrapbook to my dad's life, this was sealed in a plain brown envelope. Harold, the dark days, how it was. It's not for this series. And look, this I found the other day. We slept here. This is a scrapbook that my mum made for Cliff. And it is a catalogue of assignations and a diary of orgasms. June the 15th, 1974. 14 ticks. 3 days later. 7 ticks. Here's a weekend, 13 ticks, 6 ticks. Now, who's ticking, whether it's he or she, is not recorded. But people, I have to tell you, if you have children, do not keep a diary of your sex life for them to find, for life is not long enough to recover from the resultant trauma. Keep things in appropriate places. Will, death and funeral info. In this file I found this. My mum wrote her own obituary, and with some justification she said, well, people get obituaries wrong, so who better to write an obituary than the subject herself while she's still alive? She knows what she's talking about. But she didn't just write it, she recorded it so that other people wouldn't have to bother. N, funeral tape. In the Christmas newsletter, those annual tributes to chirpy euphemism, in the newsletter of 2015, my mum writes, this year has been the worst year of my life. And for my mum to have the worst year of her life, it's quite a bad year. Onwards.